All right. Work is done for the day, so now I can proceed to other matters. So let me open my to-do list and see what I have to do for today. Work on thumbnail for future video. Done. Convince Johnny Benson to go on American Idol so I can idolize him. Ha ha. Work on episode 3 of Whose Fault Is It Anyway? Wait, there's an episode 3? There's an episode 3 of Whose Fault Is It Anyway? Remind me why?
Yeah, I don't know what happened to the commentary. And oh god, a caution. A natural caution. That wasn't me. Oh, there's stuff going on up here that I'm scared about. Oh, someone's dead. Oh dear, what happened? Hello? What happened up here? Oh, Johnny Benson just ran out of talent. What was that? In the Eagle 1 car. Look at this. He just spun it. It just broke loose. Look at that. Wow, alright. I'm pitting. I'm pitting. Yeah, Benson got intimidated by Wood. Wood was right on his ass, and he was like, oh shit. Oh shit. Well. I think he blew a tire. Because it didn't look like he ran into anything, but he had sparks coming out from underneath him when we passed him on the thing there. I was once again the only one to pit. Yeah. Yeah, Ward Burton has hit ultimate baddie status. Unbelievable. He is the super mega baddie. In real life, he injured Bill Elliott at Talladega. Did he? Did he really? Damn, Ward, going hard on him. Ward caused the big one that injured both Bill Elliott and Dale Earnhardt Sr. at Talladega. Can you make a Whose Fault Is It Anyway video on that crash? Because I don't know a lot about like the 90s NASCAR lore.
Okay. So, my male counterpart wants me to do a Whose Fault Is It Anyway for the 1998 DieHard 500 big one. That I can do. Cue the intro. Okay, so you saw the highlight from one of Kamikaze Games' live stream. During his 100% Tony Raines version 2.0 playthrough, as you saw in the Dover clip, Johnny got spun out, and because of the way the physics are, back in a game made in 2003, he may or may not have been hit by Ward Burton, which then translated to a situation in which real Ward Burton has had issues with the other two members of the Big Three. Both of them are kind of pretty infamous because pissing off Andy Houston is one thing, injuring Bill Elliott is another. And that's what we're going to talk about today, and there is an explanation as to why this falls under Whose Fault Is It Anyway. And no, it's not because it was Kamikaze's request. So the 1998 DieHard 500 is one of the more infamous races in terms of me. Now, for those who are unaware, this is the big one I was referencing.
Despite the problem on pit road, that 81 car is still running well. He is.
Oh, and Earnhardt gets hurt. Elliott hard in the wall.
Major crash here on the front stretch. A car upside down. That's Bill Elliott. And Dale Earnhardt was on his side as he came down through the tri-oval. A major crash here at the tri-oval. Car still.
We see a wheel rolling across the racetrack. Knocked the wheel off somebody's car.
And that is exactly what we were talking about. When the cars get bunched up.
And oh, man, what great news that is. That's Bill Elliott taking his visor up. He's taking his gloves off like he's in the garage. There comes John Andretti. And look at this car.
Oh, my gosh. And a fire burning there in the engine compartment. But we saw from the in-car camera that Bill Elliott was moving around inside. And, man, that is great news. The 9 car of Lake Speed has been severely damaged on the right front. Let's take a look at the replay of what happened when the cars were here right before they crossed the starting line.
There's Elliott. Ward Burton gets in the side of Earnhardt. Just touches him. Elliott in there on the roof, sliding across. We see Chad Little going down, hit Michael Waltrip. The 3 car gets banged from Jerry Nadeau, I think. Elliott's car now back on its wheels. We see Schrader down on the inside. Bobby Hamilton, heavy damage to Schrader's car.
Chad Little involved. Wow. A scary moment here at Talladega. Again, we take a look at Ward Burton making slight contact with Dale.
Oh, and Bill hit that wall so hard.
Bill getting out of the car, Jerry.
Well, the best news a crew could have is when a driver can actually talk to him, and they were able to communicate with Bill Elliott. They have also talked, I'm told, down here with Dale Earnhardt, able to talk after the cars have come to a rest. And what a whale of a lick. Elliott, a little bit groggy. The safety crews are on the scene. They will have him out on a stretcher, taking to the Hardwick Caraway Medical Center infield care center to take a look at Bill Elliott. But thankfully, awake and alert, a little bit groggy, but getting out of the race car, and the red flag will come out because there is debris all over this racetrack.
Well, we thought we were going to make it without one of these harrowing accidents. There is Dale Earnhardt, and that is also good news. And Bill is walking around. Boy, he's pretty groggy, but it looks like he's okay.
He refused to stretcher, and Earnhardt's checking on him, and oh, man.
Here's the other angle of it. Up hard into that wall.
Hard in that wall. Unbelievable contact in that wall.
Fortunately, the car did not get up into the catch fencing as Bobby Allison's did several years ago. But boy, there is a lot of damaged race cars. But apparently no driver injuries from this major accident that's brought out the red flag in the DieHard 500 at Talladega.
Right in the middle of the screen. He gets tagged by the 22. He goes down and just hits the 94 in the right rear and turns Bill head on in the wall. Now, the other cars behind, they have nowhere to go. We see Derek Cope spinning down through there. All in all, 19 cars involved. Now, watch. Let's see the 22 car. I thought maybe the left front touched the apron and put him up into Earnhardt, but I don't know if that's the case or not. He goes up, just touches Earnhardt, and he gets in the 94 car. And Sterling Marlin says, "Thank God I got through that."
Well, Dale, how are you?
Hi.
Other than that, and that's about all. We're gonna move in here just a little bit. Okay. You all right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Good shape.
What happened, Dale?
I don't know, somebody turned me from behind and turned Elliott. Just about the same thing happened to me. Happened to Elliott as you know, that happened to me in '96 here. So it was just a big wreck. The fire came off Elliott's car and singed my hair and burnt my mustache up a little bit. I had to grow some new ones.
Okay. Obviously, a lot of close racing, Talladega. What was the day like up to that point?
Good. It's not good racing, though. Y'all can talk about all you want. It ain't good racing.
Okay. He's going to try and get through. And also, Bill Elliott, we're told, will be leaving the track via ambulance, being taken next door. There's an airport that is adjoining to this facility. Bill has his plane there. He's going to get in his plane and fly home and see his doctor there. We're told his only injury, which is minor, he just had his breath knocked out of him. So Bill Elliott is okay.
Okay, so you saw the incident right there. What clearly happened in this incident is that Ward Burton slid up and got into Dale Earnhardt Sr., who then got turned into Bill Elliott. from then, both Bill and Dale hit the wall extremely hard, and the rest of the big one was on from there. Now, you saw the aftermath of all that, where Bill looked up a little bit out of it, and the report said that he was going back to his home in Georgia via an airplane that he already had there for some reason, because airplanes. And Dale Earnhardt was furious at the type of racing he was most synonymous for, other than wrecking people. That's another story for another time. Now, in this incident, even though it's not exactamundo explained, both drivers were injured in this incident. Bill was obviously very sore and actually did have an injured sternum in that instance. And Dale Earnhardt, he said he was singed, but he was actually burned. I guess singe and burned in this context would be the exact same thing. What this does not tell you is the rest of the story, because both drivers were further injured in 1998. It started at the next race at Fontana, where Bill got caught up in an incident after Dale Jarrett blew an engine, and then Kyle Petty spun in the oil and then collected Bill, and Bill had a crash a la David Runeman back in 2007, and Bill was even further injured, mainly around the chest area. Dale Sr. was further injured in what's now known as the All-Star race when he got caught up in an incident with John Andretti. And he suffered some sort of shoulder injury, but both drivers managed to continue for pretty much the rest of the season afterward, albeit with some help for one reason or another. But anyway, that's the context of all of that. So the whose fault is it anyway in this instance goes to Ward Burton. Now, why is it whose fault is it anyway? This is a backstory that pertains to me. It's not just Kamikaze's part of the story. The backstory as to why this is whose fault is it anyway is because this race was live when I was 7 years old. 7-year-old me saw that wreck, and back then I could not comprehend chain reaction crashes. Because I was 7. So I had thought that Dale Sr. had caused the crash, and I was further mad at him. It took me years later to realize, oh, chain reaction crash was a thing. It actually wasn't Dale's fault. It was Ward Burton's fault. Which, by that time, Dale Sr. was already on my bad side for other reasons. Like, I wanted to start rooting for him because he seemed cool and all, but he was just an absolute clod in terms of his racing style and stuff. Dale Sr. is not the hero driver the media tries to make him out to be today. He really was a mega baddie, and he still is today to me. Don't let the media fool you. As for Ward Burton, by the time I found out that he was the one who caused the big one, he was already on my bad side because of the aforementioned 2001 Richmond incident with Andy Houston. I always said that if you manage to piss off any of the big three, you have to be a colossal idiot. Right? But anyway, that is the story behind anything and everything that pertains to the 1998 DieHard 500 Big One, in which Ward Burton did legitimately injure both Bill Elliott and Dale Earnhardt Sr. And considering that, I'm wondering how we'll get out of there alive, considering their fan bases in that particular area. But anyway, that's pretty much it for this particular episode. I don't really plan on doing any more of these Whose Fault Is It anyways, but after the Mike Skinner incident, I cannot believe he still blamed Kyle Busch and Johnny Benson for Timothy Peters wrecking it. It was so stupid. I don't intend on doing any more, but if anything snowballs, I'll probably do another one. Because I did not think I'd ever revive this series, but this is part 2 of it. But if all goes well, it's probably the last episode. But I'm just rambling at this point, so I'll just end the video here. Thank you everyone for watching. This is Ultimate 23 Dragon, and that's my final answer.
Just hit the button. It doesn't take that long. Subscribe, hit the bells, follow.